The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by its hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of rmconair.com or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to the only hip-hop show with the only hip-hop squad. And it's a beautiful Tuesday. Can you guys hear yourselves? Because I can barely hear myself.
Yeah, I can barely hear myself too.
I'm trying to work on my Batman voice. Batman. Not Batvan.
There I go.
That's like a pedophile who drives up and scoops you up.
I didn't know where you was going with that one, bro. I'm glad you finished that sentence.
Oh man. Well, it's been a long weekend for me. I was over at the LA County Fair.
There we go. There we go.
That's what somebody turned on the mics. All right, turn it down.
Okay.
Yeah, we good.
Hey, YJ, while you was at the fair, did you try some of the
fried chicken?
No. No, listen. Did you try some of the Kool-Aid flavored fried chicken?
No, man.
That's terrible.
No, that's what Donald Trump been drinking.
It's like
it's like,
what is it called? Cheeto chicken fries?
something like that.
Well, anyway, it was pretty dope. We had Iggy Azalea performing. Iggy. Azalea, I can't pronounce it. I'm horrible at it. Honestly, that's between us. I look at the writing, I look at how it's spelled, and I have no idea what the fuck to say.
But you speak French.
It's true. I speak a little bit of French. You know what? I can use that as my excuse. I speak French, so I can't pronounce that shit. But yeah, it was cool. I mean, Iggy was looking really good. Her show was alright, but she was looking really good. So
was she looking single?
She's looking single, man.
Very single.
Yeah, she's making Swaggy P jealous for sure, man, on that stage, because she's wow. So what's up, guys?
Down. Hey, welcome, man. It's another great Tuesday. The onlyhiphopshow.com. Make sure y'all go tune in, watch live. We live and in full effect every Tuesday night, 9:30. Make sure y'all follow us as well at theonlyhiphopshow.com on Twitter. I mean, not on Twitter, on Instagram, but on Twitter, it's onlyhiphopshow.com. It's the one and only Dane Diesel right back at y'all with another great Tuesday. Got another great show lined up for y'all, and I just can't wait to hop into it. Big shouts out to the Raiders for holding it down. We came to New Orleans to win. My Lakers, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be doing the same thing coming up.
We're going to be all right.
Big shouts out to B Squad. We got that W in the Fantasy League as well. So
please don't change your channel because he said Raiders, please. Just give us a moment.
On me.
Just win, baby. What's up, Rashard?
Rashard 90302, a.k.a. Racer F. Welcome back, football.
Please, welcome.
It was a long weekend. I really didn't tap into too much because I was working, but glad to be back. What's this, episode number 87?
913.
87. Shout out to women, too. I mean, a lot of homies within my crew have been having women indifferences, but women are a headache, but we can't act like we don't let a pain of that headache, bro. So
I let a pussy.
Everything about women.
The headache part is not good.
Hey, man.
But you do learn a lot of lessons, so you got to be optimistic.
Perfect segue. Let me toss it to you, bro, so you can elaborate on that.
I don't have no problems, man. I'm good over here, man. Shout out to everybody watching the Only Hip Hop Show, man. Y'all be rocking with us every single Tuesday. Y'all be clicking it on YouTube. Y'all be chilling. I'll be seeing y'all following every guest that we have. Again, this is bigger than just the Hip Hop Show. We want to make it a community, a family. So anybody we have on here, any host we have, anybody you see walking through, hit that follow button, man. But squash all that. My nigga Usher, the great.
Oh yeah, big shout
Mount
out.
Rushmore, hey. Confessions, 8701. The homie got a new album out right now, man. If you got Tidal, you better get it. Is it on other platforms?
It's on other platforms. It's on Apple as well.
Don't support it on Tidal.
Everywhere. Everything is everywhere, man.
Nah, bro. Shout out to Tidal, bro. Shout out to Tidal. I heard a lot about Tidal.
Shout out to everybody.
Again, just going down my list of shout outs. Shout out to my brother, Chubby Jag, man, for doing his thing. Hey, let me get some claps, LP.
What up, Chubby?
Hey, shout out to Chubby Jag, man. Again, flat tops, gold chains out everywhere right now. It will not bore you, not by one single measure. I got everything written down here.
Pain and Brand still out.
Shout out to my nigga Tiger. Designers out of jail. You feel me? They said my nigga had ecstasy and pills in his car.
And a burner.
Which you probably did.
But no, he didn't, bro. They were steroids for the driver that was driving his car, bro. It's like 302 pills. But my nigga designer is out.
Shout out to the driver for taking the rap.
Right. Shout out to the driver for taking the rap. And shout out to that brand new track that he got. Hopefully DJ YJ got the instrumental over there. That Gucci Snakes he did with Tiger. Shout out to Good Music for that. And then finally, I'm gonna let my nigga Shar do this last one. But if you're an artist, if you're a manager, if you're an A&R, if you're a singer, a producer, make your way to the Revolt Conference in Miami, man. It's $1,000. You have to get your ticket too, or if I got the hookup on flights, let me know. But either way, please, if you're an artist, invest in yourself. Not only your money, your time, but your knowledge as well. Try and get some knowledge. Get out to this conference. And Rashard, please, if we can, turn that music up.
You can turn it up. Leave it up.
That's
So many
perfect. That's
battlefield
perfect.
stars were driven in flesh cars.
What about for people who got a God complex, man?
Bro. Shout out to anybody with a God complex. Shout out to anybody that's aware of the God in themselves, of that higher self that you can tap into at any given time. Right. The album will be out November 22nd. LaRon is on the phone, so he can't give me claps for that. But everybody that has been waiting, that has been patient, the blood, sweat, tears, everything that y'all done see me go through in the last year and a half, man, it will be delivered to y'all right before Thanksgiving or whatever you call that holiday. I really don't care. Just enjoy every day of your life, and please look forward to my music because it's really good. But DJ YJ, do not turn this instrumental. Rashard, man, do your thing.
Man, what can I say about this dude? Tupac Shakur.
Oh yeah, big shouts out Tupac.
9/7, 1996, which happened to be my birthday, by the way. Tupac got shot 6 days later, which is today. He passed away. We lost a revolutionary, we lost the activist, we lost the poet, we lost the king, a forward thinker, somebody that played both sides of the fence as far as being hood, inner city, and also played the corporate, the introspective mind with perspective, the mouthpiece for us.
Political figure,
political
too.
Potential.
Right.
He could have been a political figure had he blossomed. Actor, not just a rapper that just was in movies, but somebody that really studied the craft, was really good at the craft, and brought like real acting skills to each role he played, whether it was a frivolous role or whether it was a main character.
Yeah, he was sick and juice.
And I just want to say he foreshadowed a lot of shit.
Evil and juice.
He foreshadowed a lot of shit that was going on today. He tried to warn us. They called him a loudmouth, said he was ignorant, all that, but everything he was speaking on came to fruition today. Some problems have been kind of solved. Some shit will never be solved. Some shit is just still going on. And I'm interested to see how he will be, or how things would be if he was here today. But Tupac, we celebrating life. This is your day.
I got a question real quick while we're on Tupac. What's your favorite Tupac song?
Dang, that's on the spot.
Dear Mama.
I would take Dear Mama for sure. Only because, the moms is a touchy subject for me, so I'm taking Dear Mama.
California love.
I just can't relegate it to just one.
Hit 'em up is nasty.
You know what I like? I like In the Air Tonight.
You always got a curveball.
You know, the reason why is because he has such perspective in that track. It's almost like he's foreshadowing the rest of his life. Looking at my past through my rear view, praying, when I scream to God, he can hear you. I can hear your heart beating fast because it's time to die, getting high, watching time fly.
You smoke, YJ?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Of course. You got to do something to get by, even if it's praying, man. But I just want to...
Hey, paying and praying.
Foreshadowing, prediction, all that, man. You can do that if you invest the time and study yourself and the people that you're around. So just make sure that you're aware of your entire experience, every thought that runs through your head, every bite you put in your body. Just be aware. Hey, dang.
In the meantime, until that next new Sean August album come out, Pain and Praying, still out everywhere. Big shouts out to Cushy Carlito as well. Roach Rap still everywhere.
Shout out to Christoph.
A little birdie, big shout out to Cushy. Big shouts out to Christoph. If y'all missed it, go check out that show and tell. He came down and laced for y'all. Sure. www.theonlyhiphopshow.com. But in the meantime, between time, we gonna go ahead and get to a quick little break, and we gonna be right back at y'all with our first guest. So stay tuned.
Squat.
A true nation of Islam here in America. We use Malcolm in all of our teachings. all of our teachings. He's the example after Prophet Noble Drew Ali that we had that can actually say he did some of the similar things, which are the Organization of African American Unity and the Muslim Mosque Incorporated. We've actually started those two organizations again in branch here in Los Angeles because Malcolm's structure was perfect. It really was. The Organization of African American Unity allowed all the African American organizations, whether they be religious or otherwise, to come together and put together a platform of political issues that we can go according to.
DJ
Oh, nice.
Hey,
is a remake by the hit
come to the spot, man.
What's up, everybody? That was Cushy Carlito and K Smooth.
Bless and Burners.
Bless and Burners. And we also had some real inspirational words from the Grand Sheikh. Victor Taylor. And without further ado, we gonna bring him on. Welcome to the only hip hop show.
How y'all doing? What up? Super grateful.
We good? Hey, quick
Turn the music
question.
down just a little bit.
Do you have a store?
A story?
Yeah, no, a store.
Yes, I have a store on 87th and Normandy.
That's where I know you from.
Yeah, the Moorish Trade Post.
That's where I know you. Yeah, okay, now it makes sense now. Because when you was in that video, I was like, I've seen that location.
Yeah, that's the store.
Right.
Yep.
I gotta come up in there and get my dashiki, man.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah. But nevertheless, welcome, man.
Thank you for the invitation.
So, obviously, Grand Sheikh, which means that you have some great knowledge for us, whether it's spiritual, whether it's economical, whether it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? I know you came to bring it, so how about we just we already been talking about some spirituality stuff, so I think that's a good place to begin. What does the Grand Sheikh have for us today?
And spirituality?
Yes.
Okay. Let your spirit actuate and direct your flesh. And so you have to act as your soul dictate to you. And so we have to get back in tune with our soul and with our spirit so that we can be more in tune with the creativity that God has put within us. And we can bring forth it in whatever art or whatever craft we have or skill we have. We have to get back in tune with that spirituality. That's really what spirituality is. You may call it by whatever religion you may please, but it's for you to be inspired to where you can bring out the creativity, to where you can bring out something to offer to the community in which you in. That's what real spirituality is about. Nothing else.
Bars. So for those of individuals who might not necessarily understand, Grand Sheikh, who you are, what you're all about, just kind of give them a brief overview of what it means to be the Grand Sheikh.
Grand Sheikh is a title that means grand over the Sheikh. Sheikh means elder. So I'm over the rest of the elders in the community. Of our community is Moorish Americans here in Los Angeles, California, and in the state of California as a whole. And the Moorish Simple Americans organization that's founded for the purpose of uplifting fallen humanity and making better citizens. And in doing that, we teach the people to know what their nationality is and their divine creed so that they can know that, okay, you lost some things during slavery, but you have a chance to get them back and re-implement the lifestyle so where you can actually live here in America like everybody else that comes here with their culture and has it to offer in the economic state. We have that same background, but we haven't been using it. And so that's what the Moorish Simple American as a Grand Sheikh, that's what I'm here to teach to the people.
Nice. So the lovely Dream North head honcho, Nicole over there.
Family member.
Nikki, baby.
She definitely said, we gotta have this gentleman on, what I'm saying? He got some good knowledge for us, and I believe the two of you got some little, you guys have an event that y'all got popping off coming up soon, so kind of like give them a little bit of idea of what they should expect from that.
So the Unity of Colors, it was inspired by, basically the violence is nothing new, but the most recent killings were the Philando Castile. It encouraged me and then along with the Sheikh to try to do something within our communities, bring some knowledge back to our people, help unify all people of all colors, of all backgrounds. So that's why I've been in contact with the Sheikh, other religious organizations, gang members, just everyone who's tired of the violence, who's tired of us killing one another. So it's going to be at Lamert Park on October 29th, 1 to 6 p.m. There will be food trucks, music, and most importantly, informational booths and resource booths that, healthcare, educational, just pretty much everything that's going to help to uplift our communities, youth programs, churches, and then the keynote speakers will be politicians, so Congress members and celebrities, entertainment. So just a celebration of peace. You know, the violence is not going to end. You know, without peace, there can't be war and vice versa. But we can help to minimize it. We can help to educate our people. So hopefully this event will encourage that.
And you said October 29th?
October 29th.
What was the time again?
1 to 6 p.m.
Shout out to food trucks.
Now, to the person that's kind of a skeptic and I'll say like the violence will never stop or there's no solution, blah, 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 what kind of perspective could you give to them as far as like getting that attitude erased from their mind?
I don't think that that's something you can necessarily erase from someone's mind. If they've seen something, they were just around violence their whole life, how can you tell them to stop thinking that violence is not going to keep occurring when that's what they've been subjected to their entire lives? So that's where I've had the opportunity to interview a few people like Lil Will he's from Bounty Hunters and the Nickerson Gardens. I recently interviewed him. That's what he's lived there in his entire life. So how can I go tell him, you know, Lil Will, you need to make peace with other gang members and whatnot. Like, I can't expect for him to say yes, but, you know, at the beginning of the interview, it was like, nah, I'll never, you know, be peace with this particular gang. By the end of the interview, we walked the entire Nickerson Gardens. He said there might be a ceasefire. You know what I mean? So it's like you can help to change those perspectives and say there is a possibility of hope and change and whatnot if we all come together and say we're tired of certain things. So.
Now, when you approach gang members, are they immediately receptive, or the majority kind of like he was, like not really feeling it at first, but it took you a while to wear him down?
Well, he was welcoming from jump. He's tired of the violence, and he was open to telling me what he's done, what he's been through. He's been in and out of jail his entire life. He wasn't afraid to say, "Oh, I messed up too." But then, as we're walking through the entire community, everyone had a respect for him and a love for him because he had love for them. The kids looked up to him, and I think that, you know, for the most part, especially our black people, we're all tired of it. You know, I feel like we acknowledge what's happening in our community. He wasn't against peace. He wasn't against the unity. He was against certain groups, or, you know what I mean, that he felt that resistance from for a consistent, you know, period of time.
Sheikh, I have a few questions for you.
Go ahead.
And first, let me just start off here. You know about Colin Kaepernick, right? You heard about all that. How do you feel about that?
We support the brother.
Support him, 100%.
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's enough for me. I do as well. The more. Shout out to Amazing from TIU, who introduced me to, I do not want to mispronounce, what is it, Moorish?
More science?
Moorish Science, is that?
More science.
More Science, thank you. He came over to my house, man, smoking, and then we just got into it, and he was giving it to me. And then we had Sabir Bey on the show. And then, you know, I'm a research freak, so I do my own research. And staying on that research lane, you run into so many things that kind of can introduce fear to you.
Right.
You know, outside of the violence that we experience every single day. I've never seen anyone die, but you hear about it. You know, we're close enough to hear it. You know, we're close enough to feel it. But then we have the food. They say the food is killing us. They say our doctors are bad. They say the TV is bad. They say school is bad. If you can, please just give me something where I know the foundation. I know the standard. I know what we need to do, what's inside of us to operate. But if you can, just give me some physical steps that I can do to kind of navigate and stay focused through all these distractions, please.
Research truth.
Truth.
It's a difference between information and knowledge. And when you really understand the information that you have and you see that it applies to something, you go with that. There's too many people just using information that doesn't work. It's not applicable.
Okay.
And when you realize that it's not applicable, don't keep trying to make it applicable when you see that it's garbage.
Can I pull an example out of you?
Yes.
Can you give me an example out of something that would...
you have a lot of people, like you say, there's a lot of stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
So you will have people go online and try to research about the Moors. And instead of going to people that they may be in contact with, they'll try to research online. And it's a bunch of people who failed the class, who are online, giving the information as if they passed the class. And so you'll get the information thinking that you got some valid information, and you have not got the valid information. And so that's why I say grab for the knowledge, that which you see people actually using. Yeah, if you see people actually using, you see a difference being made in people's lives, then that's what you use. Just the random information that people gossip and philosophize about on the corner and in little general conversations, it's not valid for us to actually change our life.
Okay. Now, there's everything I say has weed in it. I don't know why, but I was at
California. That's what it is.
I was at the weed shop the other day. This is the most recent experience, and the guy standing on the corner with the small speaker and the small microphone, no congregation, no offering, and he's just saying some of the realest things that I have ever heard, challenging everything, or not even challenging, just elaborating on scriptures, rumors, anything, perception, anything. He was just going deep on it, and I just feel like we should be paying more attention to them than sitting, like I said on the album, we've been sitting in these seats for years. We should be better off, school and church, and I just want to know, being a seeker of truth, is there somewhere where I can actually start to kind of build my truth seeking adventure, or where should I start? Where would you recommend?
With your brothers.
Brothers.
First within yourself, of course. And those brothers and sisters that that willing to work within themselves, y'all get together.
Okay.
We got the Moorish Science Temple of America on 87th and Normandy, the Moorish Trade Post, where we actually try to teach our people skills and trades so that they can go into the industries and be industrious for themselves and be successful. So we always open to brothers and sisters that's willing to study themselves.
Of course, you have to be. Now, I shook my man Steven's hand. He said, I'm a Moor. I shake my man Brian's hand, my brother Brian. I'm a Moor. What, if you can, what is a Moor?
A Moor is a human being, original human being, or human as some people might say, but it means the beloved, the first ones to be created on this earth. If you say Moor in most of the Latin languages, it means love. And so we are saying that we are love made manifest on this earth, and we are the first ones to do so.
I'm interjecting. It's amor.
Yeah, there you go.
French, right? There we go. The Latin base right there. Okay.
That's what I am. I am a Moor. So, and as other brothers that say they are a Moor, they know that they are love made manifest. So we don't have the problem with trying to deal with the hate, because we know that we love made manifest. We just decimate the hate. We demonstrate the love to where hate can't exist.
Let's go off gear. How you meet this man, Stevie J, man? This funny ass, crazy ass, thug ass, religious ass. That was back in the day, But how'd you run into this man, and what kind of effect has he had? What kind of nasty, juicy stories can you share us, man? Give us everything about your experience.
Brother Johnson there was quite interesting.
To say the least.
He came in about maybe 3 years ago. We was on 54th and Crenshaw, and fresh off the streets, fresh into comedy, and he wanted to know how can we add something to his life. So we sit down and had a conversation, and I told him, don't leave the streets. The streets need you. They need this information. So you're going to have to find a way to synthesize this information and take it back to the streets, as well as put both the streets and this information in your comedy and expose the people to what they really need to be exposed to. It's not anybody really exposing the people like Richard Pryor. All of them are gone.
Right.
All the real comics that
Why
of
are
us.
they gone is another question.
Yeah, that's whole nother question.
Yeah.
But the real comics of us that has some substance to their comedy, are gone. So I told him, you're going to be ours is Moorish Americans, especially our next comedian that exposes the truth, because we know that comedians have the ability to say things, or entertainers in general, but more so comedians have the ability to say things that other people can't.
Yeah.
And so we want him to be able to use that voice to be able to say things that we can't.
And make it fall in a way where it's going to be funny right now, but by the time you get in the car, you're going to be like, damn, that shit either really happened, or damn, I never thought it could happen like that. So as powerful as you are, man, I want to thank you for everything that you done ever been through, bro. and you put it out like that, I want to be there on any show, anything you got. Let me know, bro. I'm there. I swear I respect you. Now, if there's anything that you have not said, please let us know. Anything you got coming up. I need the address to the store. I need where we can follow you, everything.
Okay, the address is 8701 South Normandy in Los Angeles, California. You can go to Moorish industriesandtradepost.com as well. What I would have to tell you is proclaim your nationality. Know that you're not Negro, black, and colored, and know why you're not Negro, black, and colored. Look at the last Hidden Colors 4. Study all hidden colors. See and understand that they're telling you that Islam was the only thing that stopped Christianity from taking over the world. And so why? And why did Islam have such a hold on Africa? You know, before Christians became and pushed it the way they did now through the African Colonization Society from America. Understand that Africa didn't become so Christian until African Americans became Christian and took it back over to Africa. And so, understanding the true history of our people, we have to, you see the new roots and you see all this stuff, you see that we were African and you see that we were Muslim as African. And so we practice it totally different from what the Arabs practice. The Arabs practice 14% of what is actually Islam. The other 86% is actually Arab nationalism. So when people see me and say, well, you Muslim, you practice, no, I don't practice what the Arab practice. I practice the Quran. He doesn't practice the Quran. And in the Quran, it actually talks about the Arab not being able to practice the Quran in Surah 997. Brilliant. And so we teach the truth about the holy books of all the nations, all the prophets, all the people's histories. That's why we can tell the European who he is, as well as the African, as well as the Asian, as well as the Native American or Aboriginal, whatever they're going by at this time, because we have that gene in us as well. And so we're just trying to get our people to understand that if you don't proclaim your nationality, there's no way that you're going to be able to get out of this economic slump.
Does that mean, I was present, this conversation popped up in a legal meeting, but does the UCC1 form sound familiar at all?
It has a valid use if you know how to use it.
If you know how to use it.
So if you all of the laws and the legal procedures have due process. If you know the due process, it works. If you try to go outside the due process, it doesn't, and then you end up in jail and say Moorish told you to do something they didn't tell you to do.
And that's what I would, because I filed mine, and then it got to a certain point, and I just got a little bit confused. And when I called, the lady, of course she wasn't our lady, you know, she was super hesitant to give me the information that I needed. And when her hesitance made me believe that I was doing the right thing, you know, but I didn't complete it because I wasn't smart enough in that I don't like how that sounds. I wasn't knowledgeable enough in that particular subject or that particular form to complete it and really know what I'm getting myself into.
And that's what the Trade Post or the Temple does. It allows you to get an education or instructed on how to actually file the paperwork, but first the mindset that you need to have the paperwork. Because you can have the paperwork, not understand nothing on it, somebody stop you, you go to court, and you're asked to explain it, and then you're a fraud, pretty much.
And that's what I heard.
That's what you're going to jail for, because you're a fraud. You're impersonating officers. Like, people try to say, I'm a diplomat. How you're a diplomat? You don't even know what, you don't really have that status. And so people just making up stuff because they're trying to get out of slavery, and we don't blame them for trying to get out of slavery, but use some substance. You know, go to those who know, who can actually assist you, and stop getting on online with these Facebook idiots.
But if that's filed in real, just strictly, we done all the details, we know all the code, we know all the rules, and I did that. Is it what did it say it is?
If you know all the codes and you live by the rules,
and you live by, thank you for correcting.
It's what it says it is.
All right, say no more. And this is the only hip hop. I'm sorry, Dane.
Oh, we got some callers.
Only hip hop show, real quick. So you have to tell me what you listening to, man. I know you just not listening to silence. What you got in the car, what you got in on the phone, whatever you got to find your music. However, what are you listening to, man?
Lately, Yo Gotti.
Hey.
Bro, I was not
Meek Mills.
I was not expecting that.
Rick Ross.
Well, man is a human.
I mean, you saying hip hop?
Yeah.
So
you can go all over if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in North Carolina. I lived in Louisiana. I grew up. I mean, I'm from out here, so
yeah. So
I can go from, yeah, you know. So I like music, and I love.
I had to know, man. You got the lines blowing up. They've been waiting patiently.
Let's bring a call on. What's up, caller? You on the air with the only hip hop show with the Hip Hop Squad. We got the Grand Sheikh in the building. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I hear you, DJ.
Next caller. What's up, caller? You on the air with the only hip hop show in the Hip Hop Squad. We got the Grand Sheikh in the building. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, good evening, Grand Sheikh. This is Larry. I just met the Grand Sheikh 2 days ago. It's a great time so far.
Any questions? You got any questions?
No, I actually don't have any questions. I'm just very happy to be involved with this tonight.
Yeah, I met the brother. He from Ohio. He's taking care of his sister, and he walked in. He said, "What can he do, to help out?" And so we had to sit down for about 2 hours and had a nice conversation. And now he's going back to Ohio. Allah willing to have a research group so he can research the natives there and the connection that we have with those natives there, because these Irish and Italian so-called Indians aren't the real Native Americans. So we gonna show and prove exactly who we are and where we come from. And he's gonna be assistant. So yeah, that's good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, man. I am enjoying the show so far. Please continue. It's amazing.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get off the hook that easy, man. I got a pop quiz for you. You ready?
I am ready.
All right, baby. Name your favorite hip hop album.
I'm gonna definitely have to go with Enter the 36 Chambers.
Okay.
Wu-Tang.
Whoa.
That's the first we got the Wu.
All right.
I respect you, man. I want to thank you again for your willingness and your dedication to our culture. Thank you for calling in every Tuesday at 9:30, man. Please tell your girls, tell your homies, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell the entire family. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, man. Enjoy.
Bless your sister as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I very much appreciate
More
that.
than you know.
We listening.
Yes, sir.
All right, next caller. What's up, caller? You on the air with the only hip hop show in the Hip Hop Squad. We got the Grand Sheikh in the building. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yo, this is Jawan Eel calling from Los Angeles from the Moorish Science Temple.
Oh, yeah.
101.
Thank you for
shout
calling,
out to my
brother.
Grand Sheikh. Y'all hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Good.
We here.
Yeah, I'm getting these vibrations going, these ethers up and stuff, listening to some Nas. Yeah, y'all my niggas and stuff. Sorry, we got messed up. Start thinking about the colonists until Nova Jar Ali gave us that consciousness. We trying to get it back, get those vibrations up, and get these rappers talking about the real thing. And stay focused on that, not the negative thing. On the lower 6 chakras, we trying to work on the upper 7 chakras, Trying to get it right.
What Nas you listening to, man? You got the energy.
But Nas, the NAS.
Okay, all right, for sure.
Nigga album.
Yeah, the nigga album. That's what it was supposed to be, yeah.
Yep.
I want to thank you for calling in, man. Every Tuesday, if you can, we just trying to build a platform give our culture somewhere to have a home, man. Please.
Gotta have a culture.
Every Tuesday, 9:30, baby.
Safe travel.
Thank you.
All right, Sheikh.
Shout out Nas too.
You said something very important. You said getting out of this economic slump. So can you just kind of elaborate on that real quick for those out there who are feeling like they have some holes to pull themselves out of financially?
Honestly, because of the Brexit, you need to understand that.
Well, before you can use for those who don't know what the Brexit is.
The Brexit is Britain breaking away from the EU. So, I mean, if you're saying how to sustain yourself in this economy, invest in food, clothing, and shelter. These are the things that are needed by everybody, everywhere. Start to learn how to make these things, invest in those people who are making these things, because that is the only way we're going to get out of this economic slump. We're buying everybody else's clothes. When we first got here, we were branded. Now we can't take off the brands. And so, if we're going to say that we're going to stop dealing with these Europeans and stop the issues that they have to where they control us, you gotta stop their finances and their control over their influence on our food, clothing, and shelter. You have to start providing an alternative for yourself to where you don't depend on them for your food, clothing, and shelter. Because like Elijah Muhammad said, one day they're going to stop feeding you. One day they're going to stop clothing you. One day they're going to stop giving you housing. And look at Los Angeles right now. 50,000 out of 300, and I think it's 350,000 homeless across the nation or whatever, and 50,000 of them live right here in Los Angeles City. So,
at Jack in the Box.
Yeah. So we have to address this issue, and so we have to be able to feed, clothe, and shelter ourselves. Use the land that we have down south and start, making some food and getting some stuff that we can actually use. Because if we keep depending on these Europeans, when they stop sending us their leftovers, we're going to be out of it.
I have a question real quick.
Yes.
So, is it all the Europeans, or is it going to be like, is it going to be a classism thing? And who's going to stop this?
It's both, because see, the thing is, the Europeans have created the class system.
Okay.
Now, all the Europeans, our Prophet Noble Jali teaches us that there are some good Europeans, very good Europeans. He said, in fact, that you get a good European education, then we can use you. The problem is that most of our people don't really understand that how the European is going to be useful. It's not by us imitating his culture. It's by us demonstrating our culture, and he financing and investing in our culture to where we can actually have something to offer to the rest of the world. Those are the Europeans that we want to work with. We don't want to work with those who have intentions to bomb us like Tulsa.
Yeah.
Right. But the other ones we love, we embrace. They Asiatics along with us. We want to help them make sure they sustain themselves as well. They help us to make sure we sustain ourselves.
Well, I have an interesting experience because I just got back from a 2-month tour in Europe. And when it comes to the subject of race, I can tell you firsthand that it's very different than the race kind of, separation that we find in the United States of America. I have a lot of friends who I made in Europe who are from, Africa, from Mali, from just great places, just great people. And they don't have the same perspective in terms of the like racism.
I agree.
So when you're saying that, I'm trying to understand, like, am I going to be on the street? Is it going to be us? Is it going to be just the, because I'm European descent. Who are we talking about here? Exactly.
So-called white people.
Okay.
See, the Europeans in Europe don't go by white. They know better. They have a nationality.
Oh.
The ones over here go by white so that they can call you black and put you under them. And so what I'm talking about is those people who for 400 years have called themselves white or and called us colored, black, Negro, and it changed every couple of decades so that they can be able to monopolize off of our labor. I'm talking about those people. Those people have to be addressed and have to be confronted without conflict. That's the difference. You have to be confronted without conflict because they have been oppressing our people, and we're not holding them accountable for the continual oppression because we continue to participate in our self-oppression. So it's not so much that the European is the problem, it's the European not addressing the problems that he caused and allow us to continue to be our own problem. See, he never fixed what he caused in slavery. And so now we're continually perpetual slavery on ourselves, or the perpetual hate on ourselves. And so no, it's not the Europeans, because we call them Europeans as opposed to white people because we know that they're not white. Okay. We know where they come from, so that's what it means for our European. We know that they're not white. We know they come from Europe, so that's why we say Europeans. But we're saying that those people who call themselves white over here in the United States of America has caused a big problem. And there's a way to get out of this problem, first by getting your nationality back and correcting how you address them and how they address you, and then entering into a trade and commerce sector that would allow you to be able to do business with your people, to circulate the money to where you can now open up banks and now loan money to people who need to buy homes and start businesses and get cars or whatever else may be. This is what needs to be done, and if the European is not helping us finance that through all of the finance that they're giving to the NAACP and everybody else, they're not actually helping us finance banks and build our own communities the way they're supposed to be built, the way we see fit, then they'll continue to be a problem.
Well, banks are a really interesting subject that you bring that up, because it's ironic. Before 9/11 there was 6 countries that didn't have a World Bank. Right. Now there's only 2 left.
Right.
After 9/11, and that's North Korea and Iran.
Yeah.
So those are the two left. Isn't that kind of interesting?
Very interesting when you understand what North Korea and both of them are considered United States enemies of the United States. They're considered to be enemies of the United States, but we know that both of them have an interest in us. You know, the world is waiting for the so-called black man to wake up and recognize that he is a Moor man and then start to take his place amongst the affairs of nations. But as long as he considers himself black, white people and other people in this nation, because you know, you call a Chinese yellow or Indian red, he might, you know, he gonna grab his tomahawk and the Chinese gonna do some hi-ya karate on you. That's just the way it is. But you call us black, it's okay. Hey, high five, black power, and it's like, wait a minute, y'all must be the dumbest people on the planet, and that's why they treat us like that.
Something so simple as that.
So when we don't see that we're being like treated foul, being talked down to, and we think it's a joke, we think it's normal, when it's not. The whole world is waiting for us to understand that we are people.
The whole world is waiting.
Whole world is waiting for us to understand we are people.
Yes. Damn it.
So, for instance, you got the Black Power demonstration. You had them Black Power in South Africa.
Bro.
Why would they be Black Panthers in South Africa? Don't they have their own Black pride over there? No, they waiting on us. We have the most money. We have the most intellectual capital and property, the loudest voice, but we're not using our voice to speak out. We're not using our money to finance. We're not using our bodies to put anything together. We're just, you know, we putting money in their pocket by going to all the concerts, buying up all the brands, doing whatever they say is good on the news or the commercials.
Chasing pretty things.
That's what we was talking about on a sausage party when they was finally following.
Have you saw? No. Have you saw Sausage Party?
No.
Can you?
Oh man.
No.
You're not missing nothing.
I saw the hot dog leaning to the side on the bus, and I felt offended.
And that's what they trying to force on us too.
But listen, from me to you, Sheikh, please, just watch that movie.
Why?
Please.
Why?
One, it's a fucking movie, so it has to be entertaining. But the message in that movie, it actually made me start looking at all James Franco, all Jonas, all they movies have a deeper message to it.
Is it a homosexual message?
It's a homosexual message mixed with a real message. That's what.
Nah, it's a real message in there if you can overlook the entertainment. No. Seriously, I'm being dead serious because I actually stood up in the movie and clapped, and everybody looked around like I was an idiot. But you have to be awake to realize it.
What part?
It's a part where the hot dog is talking to the bun, and they're about to go their separate ways, and he had to tell her what was more important than that. And it sounds so crazy, I swear to you, but I promise you, if we're all awake like we're saying we are, everybody's gonna feel the way I felt when this hot dog was speaking to this bun about not trying to get in that bun anymore. You know, and it was just like, oh my God. And I can't give away the movie because a lot of people haven't saw it, but I've been preaching this movie nonstop. And then they just did War Dogs. So, and then War Dogs is giving you more secrets. And when they tell you that the little gems, they'll slow down the voice for you just a little bit. So you can understand what they're telling you. But these people is awake just like we are, you know, and it's like, okay, now I get you. So if you can.
Yeah, they teach their children. They make sure
they know. If you can just cut out the, you know what I'm saying? If you can just enjoy the movie for what the movie is, it's bullshit. But there's a message in it, you know, and that was worth the $14 I paid to see it, you know. So I just want to throw that at you next time you around bored, just, you know what I'm saying. But it was a pleasure experiencing this conversation. You have tied a lot of knots for me, and you still got the lines blowing up. So coordinate.
Let's take a call real quick.
You still blowing up over here, man.
What's up, caller? You on the air with the only hip hop show in the hip hop squad. We got the Grand Sheikh still in the building, dropping this good knowledge.
He here.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo.
What's happening? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, bro? It's LeBron and around. It's my beer, man. What's happening?
Oh, yeah. What's up, man?
Slamo.
What's up, bro? What's going on?
Just trying to make sure everything is exactly the way the prophet wanted to be, man. That's it.
That's what's up, bro. Actually, my brother, LeBron, he just asked me to call in, man. I was like, I got to get back to the station soon. I'm out of town, man.
Man, safe travels, man. Safe journeys, man. Prosperity and success to you.
This a beer?
Keep up the good work. Yeah.
What up, Sabir, man? What's up, boy? You always
What's
traveling, man. Thank you
Right.
so much, man, for introducing us into this more science life, man. And then my brother, the Grand Sheikh, came here and tied all the dots that you laid, man. So without y'all, I don't know where I would be as far as this knowledge and this culture is concerned, man. Thank you.
You'll be right where you at
cool.
right now.
We'll be cool without Sabir. He was here like 2 episodes where we could have had one.
No.
Yeah, Samir Bay introduced Johnson Hill to the science, man. It's both trips, man.
Yeah, man, and he had nothing but great things to say, nothing but quality and value to add to our experience here at the Only Hip Hop Show. Barry, you need to come back home, man. What's up with you?
I am.
Yeah, where you at now?
I'll be back there. I'm gonna start back in October. I'm doing some work out here in Boston on a radio show.
That's what's
and
up.
I just did K-Day before I left.
Gotta do it.
LA. So I'm coming back.
Yeah, when you come back, I want to do your show again, man.
Yes, sir, man. I gotta come back home, bro. But I'm flipping up the schedule now. I'm doing a lot of other things. So it's gonna be a different Sabir Bay show. That's all I gotta say.
Good.
Totally different. Totally
Good.
different.
We need
excited,
prosperity, man.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. It's all love. Get love to the RMC family, man.
Bless.
And with my European brother, is that the DJ?
Yeah, man.
DJ
What's good?
Yep.
I should have known that was my brother. I heard his voice. I said,
Hey, man, it's good hearing from you. I can't wait for you guys to get back.
oh, yeah. I'll be back, bro. I'll be back. Actually, we have my brother Jose Pimente Bay is coming back, so I'll be back for that.
Oh, man, yeah. We got to get you back on the show, man. I'm kind of missing some of that knowledge.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So listen, I'm gonna tell you, 24th of September, I have brother Jose Pimente Bay coming there. He's gonna make the connection between the Mexicans and us.
Ooh.
So it'll be in Pasadena, though. So if you never read his book, I'm gonna tell you this now. Go get Othello's Children of the New World. He wrote that book.
We got him at the trade post.
Yes, sir. So he'll be in LA on the 24th. So they can get with Karen McGee. She has the ticket. But it's gonna be hot, bruh. You know. All right, and Taylor, come out, bruh. Gotta see you there, man.
Islam, peace and love, prosperity and success.
Yes, sir. Peace and love to the family, man.
Peace. Appreciate you, Sabir.
Yes, sir.
All right, Grand Sheikh, before we let you go, like you said, one more time, just let them know what the address is for the trading post. Let them know where they can go and if get connected to you for all endeavors online, and also to Ms. Nicole, let them know where they can find out a little bit more about the Unity of Colors as well.
Yeah, you can reach me at 8701 South Normandy, Los Angeles, California, or on www.moorishindustriesandtradepost.com. And I'm here. I'm in the store. The store's open 11 to 7 almost every day. If I ain't out in the community doing some activities, so come by.
Unity of Colors, let them know.
And as for following the event on Instagram at dream_ent, and then LaRon, they have the flyer and a video to show that can. And the video is I interviewed. I'm working on a documentary too. It's called Unity of Colors. I interviewed Big Y from The Relatives. He has an artist, Levy Jean. She did a music video. What was it called again? Yeah, Can't Ignore It. And it's basically about, it's about police brutality. So that kind of, we're going to be speaking about gang-on-gang violence, police brutality, just violence in the community. So it's a great video.
All righty. Well, it was a pleasure having y'all on. We'll go to a quick break, and we'll be right back with a show and tell for y'all. So stay tuned in. Squad.
Peace.
Damn, babe, look at this shit. Look how the police just killed this nigga, dude.
Man, that's crazy. Where this happened at?
I don't know, somewhere down south. This shit is getting crazy. This shit is eerie, man.
Damn, man,
cool.
that's wild.
This ain't cool. Another black man shot by the police.
Dang, it looked like he had his hands open.
Look at that. This shit is crazy,
that's
man.
cold.
This shit gotta stop.
Molly Ride, what up?
Oh, I didn't wanna put dirt up on my name. can't ignore it. I can't ignore it. Nah, I can't ignore it. I can't ignore it. I can't ignore it. Why these babies out here dying in the street? Why we still saying fuck the police? Why you acting like the world on your shutting? I swear to God that these niggas ain't nothing. No, I can't ignore it. I can't ignore it. No, I can't look the other way. I can't ignore it. No, baby, I can't ignore it.
Oh, that's me, man. I called to get his head off.
These bitches be more hood than you niggas.
You told him to get his ID, sir, and his driver's license.
Money,
oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead.
They know we strong, so they try to take a freedom. But if we all come together, we can beat them. We can't ignore it. We can't ignore it. No, we can't ignore it. We can't ignore it. See, I know we can find a way to bring back those golden days when we was kings and queens and everybody kept it G. What you fighting for?